Hey guys, welcome back to Honkai Star Rail. In today's video, I wanted to look at a pretty cool way that now we can get 20 pulls on the Zilla banner and the 50 pulls on the beginner banner in a reroll in one hit. And this has taken me about an hour and 15 minutes. It's pretty solid. Now, the reason I'm making this video is a ton of people in my last video asked me about what's the level requirement for those new summons that we get in the game. So I wanted to go through that first. So these summons, they are available in your mail after level 10. Just keep in mind, it took like 3 or 4 minutes for them to come after I reach level 10. And if we're looking at how long it lasts till, it's until the 7th of June these will be available. So this process should apply. Now, I have not used any of the redemption codes on this account either. So keep that in mind as well when we look at it. But basically for this method, if we go over here and we take a look at summons, you can see I've got 34 here. I've got 1 on the Zilla banner, but if we go over here to exchange, we consider things that we have Embers exchange to get 5 more of each. And then over here, we're going to be able to buy 4 of this to take us to 20 pulls. And then we could buy 1 of these. I know it's a bit wasteful, but 1 of these to get us to being able to do the 50 pulls on the beginner banner, which is really nice. So the basic process for doing this is standard reroll stuff. Play through the campaign. Click as fast as you can in the dialogue that will click through. Bit tedious, but it is what it is. Then also skip all the enemies that you don't have to fight along the way. Then you're going to go ahead and get to the point where you defeat the big dragon bossy thing, you know, the one. And then after that, you go to Herder's office and you go into the simulated universe. Now, when you're in the simulated universe, the one thing you want to do is you don't want to leave after your first run through. You want to do the second run through in the simulated universe. One, because it gives you a good chunk of experience, which works out perfectly for reaching level 10. But the other one that is that it unlocks the index, which actually gives you another summon. Because as you can see here, from those 2 run throughs, I managed to get both of these, which gives me an extra 160 for an extra summon. So that's going to help you with that summon income that we need. Now, after you do this, you're just going to follow through the campaign and basically you go to the polar car and then you continue the campaign and then you take yourself to Jarilo 6 or Jarilo, I don't know how it was, but they say it, but you know, I always suck at pronouncing things. But then you're going to come through and you're going to get to this Calyx. This is the first one. This is an experience Calyx. Now what I did was I jumped in here, I went ahead and I just did 6 runs because you start off with 180 stamina. So I just took this team in. Yes, I leveled up Herder to make this a little bit quicker. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it's only level 20. It's not the biggest loss in the world, but I just took this team into it. I did a 6 run straight up. I think I died on like the 5th wave. Doesn't matter because when you die, you just spawn back at the res point back over there at that blue thing, and then you just run back and you keep going. But because you're farming experience, you just put that experience into your character's level up, and then you'll be fine from there on. If you are getting low on health between your 2nd and 3rd runs, you just run back there, heal up, and then come back. But all you're basically doing is dumping all of your stamina on this thing here, and that is it. Once you've dumped all 6 runs, so all 180 stamina, you will just reach Trailblazer level 10, which is perfect. Like I said, this didn't show up in the mail straight away, so keep that in mind. And then from there, you want to do a couple things. The first thing you want to do is you want to go back to the polar car over here and you want to talk to Pom Pom. Pom Pom's going to have all the rest of your level up rewards because at level 10, you're going to get an extra summon. The next thing you want to do is also go ahead into your achievements. I've gotten 1 more apparently. And you want to collect all your achievements to get all the gems from there. After that, what we're going to do is we're going to go over here into the space station again. And we're going to want to go ahead and collect from this shop. Now, if you don't have enough herdium, what I also did was I went to this zone here. I teleported to this point here. And if you run into this room, there's a warp trotter. Keep in mind, warp trotters give you 60 stellar jades. So I did that warp trotter, defeated that battle. And then I went to this one. And if you just run through into this point here, teleport to here, run to here, there's another warp trotter which you kill and it gives you another 60. So I did that just to get my gems up to the point where I could get the 20 on the Zilla banner and the 50 on the beginner banner. So that is where you go, and those are the things you do. So after that, you're going to want to go to, like I said, we're going to go ahead and go over to the shop here, to this bloke, and we'll just teleport there quickly and show you guys. So now that this guy's here, we're going to go over here and we're going to just exchange some of our herdium. Now, if you don't have 90 herdium, you might just have to bounce around somewhere else and pick some up just to get just from a couple chests. If you're looking for a couple chests that you really need, for instance, we can go over to this zone. There's one just under the ladder, under the stairs here. There's one under the stairs over here. There's one in the room up the top here. You know, there's even one in this room here, but there's a bunch of chests. You should easily get 90 hertium to go ahead and do that. So that is the first one. Oh yeah, the other thing is, I'm pretty sure this robot gives you 20 hertium. And if that's all you need, yeah, so that robot gives you 20 hertium. So there you go. There's an extra 20. So you're perfectly fine to go ahead there, because once you spend the 90 hertium, you will get that extra summon that comes from this one here from spending the 90 hertium. So that is pretty much everything I've done and where I'm at. Like I said, it was about an hour and 15. I stopped my timer at an hour and 8 minutes when I reached level 10. Then I bounced around for those other warp trotters and stuff like that. So I didn't time that. And that is where we are. From here, it is the fun point. Obviously, you want to go ahead and collect all your summons from these things and stuff like that, but then it's the fun point. So we can go over here, we can go to the exchange, and we can go ahead and go to the Stellar Jade exchange. We can pick up 4 of these bad boys, confirm one of these bad boys. Like I said, I know it's a bit of a waste. You could do 1 extra summon for Zila, but this is just so we can hit that pity once we do the exchange. Now, if you get incredibly lucky and get too many 4 stars and stuff, you might miss out, but I think it should be fine. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to collect this from the mail. Happy days. And now if we go ahead and look at our summons, we should have 35 there, 15 there. So then once we get the exchange from the others, we are going to be set to go. So now we're going to go ahead and we're just going to go ahead and summon. And this is where you want to use all the summons first, because you need to get all these things out. So let's go ahead and do a warp 10 on the beginner banner. I think this was the beginner banner. I can't remember. And we're just going to skip to get through it quickly. Got a Saval. Wow, this is already looking way better than my other account. I want a Saval dupe so bad. All right, let's go ahead and do another one. And, you know, you hope for the lucky change of color, but you don't get it. Okay, there we go. And we do another one, because they are discounted. And then we will get another one yet again after this. So there we go. We got a Dan dupe. Not too bad on this one. We get 1 more 10 pull out of this. And then we'll need to get those 5 extra summons to go. Oh, we actually got it early. Actually got it early on this one. Not too bad. Check it. There it is. Wow, this account's stomping my free-to-play account. Let's see who we got out of curiosity. Let's go. And it's a Bailu. Okay, not too bad on that one. And we got the Saval white code. Okay. So that is that. So now we've done those summons. Now, if you do get it early on this one, just know if you get it early, you're not guaranteed to get another one when you hit 50. So if you want to, you can leave this and start contributing to your standard banner. Because it's only 10, I wouldn't care about it. But then what we can do is we can go over to the exchange. We can go to this and we can, the embers. And we can go ahead and pick up those. So now we've got the special passes. So now we should get enough to get all of the standard ones after we do these Zila pulls. So let's go ahead and do the 20 Zila pulls. There we go. Nothing on that one. Double hooks. Not too bad. And then we can do 1 more 10 pull here. And this is where the real hardcore Zila rerollers, if you don't see rainbow on this one, you're rerolling from this point most likely. But that is the 20 pulls. But then I want to go ahead and show you guys from the exchange. If we go to the Embers exchange, we can go here and we can go ahead and exchange all of those ones. And then for the people who didn't get lucky and get it early on the beginner banner, you can go ahead and you do your 10 warp here. And that is your beginner banner complete. That is everything you needed. And that is all the summons. And that is pretty much the entire process of, and like I said, that was less than an hour and a half by the time you do absolutely everything. I spent a bit of fluff time showing you guys what to do, but that is everything. That is getting your 50 on the beginner and 20 pulls on the Zila banner. Obviously you can do 49 on the normal and 21 on the Zila if you're really desperate, but in general, that's the quickest way to do it. That lets you see your beginner banner unit and your Zila pulls and see how lucky you got. And then, like I said, hour and 8 minutes it took me to reach level 10. Another 5 to 10 minutes of fluffing around, getting the last few summons that we need, and away you go. But like I said, guys, if you're interested in rerolling, that is available until the 7th of June to do on that banner. Or if you want to wait until Jin comes out and make an alt account, then, you know, go nuts. But Once again, I don't think I will. It's a bit too slow for me personally. But anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.